Hi y'all, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to try to get the gas tank installed back into my 2000 Jeep Cherokee. Project name, we're called it Betsy Ross. If you're new to the channel, there's a playlist. Click the link in the corner, do something like that. But it's a Jeep I'm building for my daughter, and we're going to get to it. So the first thing you want to know, if you take it out, you end up with these problems with the hanger bolts. So these hanger bolts, they sometimes you can get them off if you're really careful. You can get them, reuse them, but sometimes, many times, they end up looking like that. Come on, focus. So anyway, they either break, or you cut them, or they look like that. So the first thing you got to do is replace them, and to buy replacement ones, they're probably about $17 a piece if you go for the actual Mopar unit. However, there's a trick to that. So let's see if we can get this guy open here. Alright, so what you need to do is get a Freightliner. Come on, focus. Let's see here, come on. Heavy duty battery hold down bolt 617103. Well, you can see it. That's the part number. $5 for a pair, and they're basically the same thing, just a little bit shorter. The length really doesn't make a difference in what we're doing, and I'm going to show you guys how we can make that happen. So rather than trying to buy the new ones of these, you can buy those and they'll do just fine. As with just about everything else in this project, I took the old gas tank straps and I just sprayed them with a little bit of paint. I'm going to put the rubber matting back on them, and then we will slap them in there. Now, we had this out because we needed to get the gas out of it, and because we wanted to solve some rusting issues under here. But before we put it back in, now's a good time to check your evap lines for any cracks. Make sure that your fuel pump and wiring is all good, and then we're ready to put it back in. Now, what I like to do, that I find handy, is I like putting the J-hook through the hole. Put the washer on it, and then hand tighten or hand start the nut so that you have it all started like that. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of push it into the place, and that way we're not trying to hold it and start these at the same time. It can make it a little bit tricky to get the hook into the right spot, but I've had pretty good luck with this in the past. So this T-end goes through here like this, and it will just kind of hang there. And then we'll do the same with this guy. And they can just kind of hang there. And then we'll put the tank right up in between them. Kind of like... Of course, the next step is really kind of hard to show you, because you have to take this strap and kind of push up on it, and then hook I don't know if you can see it or not. Shadow in the way. We can hook that strap in there like that. And that will hold our gas tank. Let's see if we can get the other side now. This side's over there. And then, let's go get it. Push up on the strap. And then push up on the hook. Hook it in. And then we can let this back out. And it will just kind of settle into that cradle. And now we can tighten those down. And as you can see, there is plenty of length left. So we can tighten them down and get this in place without any issues, even though those are shorter straps. All right, Pat. Now we got that in, we got to try to fish these guys in. I always try to put the clamps on there first, and then curse at them for a half an hour. Yeah. Alright, now which side went where? Come here, Mr. Light. That seems like it's more like that. Yep, that's right. Now that we have the fuel tank in and we have the filler neck in, next thing is to connect our fuel line. This side, the larger side, goes towards the fuel pump. Smaller side goes towards the front of the engine. It's not very flexible, so I think I'm going to try to just wiggle this thing in there. Not sure how much I'll be able to show you, but these little clips are pretty important to hold it in there. You want to get them to push past the ring on the fuel line, and then it'll kind of click in, and that's when you know that it's good. These are replaceable and easily found and easily made, because you can buy like Flex-Line and stuff. So if this breaks in your process, don't panic. Most of the time Napa has these ends, and then they can remake this piece, or you can find a similarly sized flexible line that can go in. But a lot of times they have the ends. So you'll just need to save the parts and take it into them and find the right ones. Not all parts places have the little bins with the specified build your own ends, but I have found Napa to often have those pieces, the individual clips, that you can then recreate this piece pretty easily. My local Napa does anyway. Here we go. Yeah, I need to connect this guy from the top of that fuel line. I take the rubber thing off, and the larger end goes in, connects to that horn. Oh, it's clipped on. It's pretty good. Just take this piece on there. Click. Oh, not quite all the way though. Let's try it again. Keep going. There we go. Now we're in. And it's good and tight. Okay. Next thing I gotta do is connect that vent and the evap line. That should just slide on there like that. That's just for ventilation purposes. That doesn't need any real clamps or anything like that. That's just there to make sure that it doesn't leak out air. And then, well, you know what? Our power line will come through the floor.
Here we go. You gotta come on right down here. Goes there like that. Push that back into place. Let's get her clips on here like so. You know what? You're gonna have to stay there, buddy. You're gonna have to clip in there. How do you think? Get in your. Oh, uh-oh. We're gonna have to seal that up a little better than that. Okay. We'll put some glue on it. It'll be fine. That guy comes over next to that guy. Ta freaking da.
Well, that takes care of that. Now we had the fuel tank in. Next step, well, now we need a motor. But that's been the next step for a while. But yeah, no, that's making progress, getting there. That's it for tonight though. Getting back at it. The last couple of weeks I've been away for work again. We had a pretty major incident at work. I was away for a whole week and then I was gone for another couple days, so I haven't had any time to work on it. When I was home, my truck leaked and I had to fix the carpet, and I fixed that leak, and it has just been crazy around here, and this thing has taken the back burner pretty unfortunately. But we're still gonna try to get it going at it. This coming week is Thanksgiving, so hopefully I have some time off of work and I can spend some time on it. I'd really like to get that motor back in, get the transmission in. We're on that. We're on the return. We're putting stuff back in. So stay tuned. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you like, and come on back. We'll see you again soon. I do need to get the brakes bled, but I haven't been able to. Get help out here pumping the pedal. So Mara, come on, stop being a socialite and come help Dad in the shop. Thanks for stopping. We'll see you guys later. Try to get the